It's second service at this point. We got a couple cups of coffee in us. We're like excited, ready to go. We're at church. Come on now, Joey, let's go.
I'm excited.
You're excited?
I'm excited because that's right here hit home. Now, like I said, I have a 12-year-old, a 15-year-old, and I need this guy to do his job. You know what I mean? Like, do this thing for me. Now, he's going to tell me that's not how it works. But I appreciate him a lot. And one of the conversations we constantly have is about the challenges of currently what's happening in his age group, right? From 5th to 12th grade, a lot of challenges there. So, Cody, tell us a little bit about, for us here, everybody online, tell us what are the challenges that we have with middle schoolers, high schoolers?
Yeah, students are facing a lot, and a lot of what they're being told from the world is all out there. But they also are on their phones a lot. I find myself on my phone a bit, but they find themselves involved with trends, different trends. You might know some of these. There used to be the ice bucket challenge. You guys remember that, where you pour cold water on you and got like, there was a recent trend, really concerned about health-wise, eating Tide Pods. Little worrisome. And this week, the last couple weeks, there's been this new trend. It's called the Crate Challenge. And I need to disclaim something in that do not try this at home. Check this out real quick. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that was our game this morning downstairs. Nobody got hurt that I know of. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That was not the game that we played. But the point of that is saying that students love trends and they hold on to trends. And in fact, that's what they're looking to be their identity to be in. They're looking for something on social media, the affirmation of that sort of thing. And so these are the videos that they're looking at. This is the influence that they have. And the culture says one thing. You know, they listen to different music, different YouTube videos, a little bit of Fortnite. There's something like this, some kind of orange Juliet.
That's okay. That's okay. You're going to have to demonstrate that. No,
all right,
good.
Not today. But in any case, culture has a lot to say with the music and all that side. Like I said before, they're on their phones a bit. And the phone is a good resource. We just learned a little bit about Parent Cue and how amazing that resource is. It's not a bad thing, but we find ourselves on there a lot. And so technology has taken over a student's identity. And the third way, and each day, you know, they go there 8 hours, is school. School is a super important thing where there's peer pressure, there's friends, there's classes. I don't understand today. There's a lot more studying and homework going on than ever before. And so students have a lot going on that culture says, this is what you should be.
Okay, so as a parent, and I know there's a lot of parents and grandparents here and watching, the question is, as a parent, how do we handle all this?
Yeah, absolutely. So first and foremost, parents, grandparents, uncles, aunts, anybody who knows a student, my first thing is you've got this. Like, you're doing a good job, especially to those parents. Like, you're doing what it takes. I don't think I stole this quote. I'm going to claim this quote as my own. Yeah. And that parents are the greatest influence in a student's life, period. There's nobody else that has the most influence but a parent. It's my quote. I took it. You guys can quote me. You know, you guys can take this, post this on social. I'm just kidding. But it's super important for you guys to know that parents, you are the most influential voice in your student's life. And I really love this quote from Parent Cue that says, you are the exact parent your kid needs to make it through each of the phases they'll face. And the best way that I explain this is that God put you in their life. They didn't put me alone. They put you as the parent in there, and God has blessed you with many gifts. And when you say, I don't know, and they come to me and I say, I don't know, that's where we partner together and we figure it out along the way.
Well, we are a church on a mission, and that's a great part. We know as a parent, and we know as a family member what we're supposed to do now. We got some direction, but tell us about the mission here as a church.
Yeah, so for our mission in CC students and 56 students, it comes down to this. We're providing a safe space for 5th through 12th grade students where we can have a relationship with God, we can connect in community, and we can have fun. And those three things, relationship with God, connect in community, and have fun, if we can do those three things, we're really doing it right. And so, we have two different ministries that go on. We have CC students, that's for 7th through 12th grade students. And then we have 56 students, and that's for the 5th and 6th grade students, and they're two different experiences. But yeah, that's kind of what our mission is.
Now, there's a lot that happened in the building and outside the building and beyond. So tell us a little bit about the daily kind of life of student ministry.
Yeah, so to get involved or be a part of, we have tons of things that are happening even online that you guys can connect with us with. But one of the first and foremost things is events. I like to have fun. Full disclosure, we like to have fun in student ministry and do some crazy things. This video shows you a little bit of the crazy things we do. We like to play slip and slide kickball where we get super wet. This night we did in summer and it ended up being really cold, but it was a lot of fun. There could have been some sickness, but we pushed through. But we love to have fun. And so this is just one of the events. We've got tons of things coming up like fall kickoff where we're going to have inflatables and a color war. And then also I'm really excited about this. We have 5th and 6th grade specific events. So for those younger kids that they're looking to connect in their own way and not with the older high schoolers or in any case, we got something called a slime game night. And I don't know about y'all, I'm not in 5th or 6th grade, but a slime game night sounds like a blast to me. And so events is the first and foremost way that we have fun. The second way is really with our service, and that's happening right now. Your kids are by themselves, fending for what they're doing down. Just kidding. We have amazing leaders that are actually down with them right now. And Sunday service is all about a biblical message that they can understand. We're bringing the Bible directly to them. So actually today's topic was navigating the Bible. Wow. The Bible is a complex thing. How do we do it? And so we're breaking down a little bit of how do translations work, things like that. But they're also, we got donuts. Yeah. So donuts and students, that's a combination waiting to happen.
Volunteers can eat donuts too, right?
Oh, volunteers? Yeah, you can get donuts too. Trust me, we've got plenty. And so we love to do that. Parents, you may not like it because your kid's got a little sugar, but it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. CC students, so that's for 7th through 12th grade, they meet actually down in the basement. If you've never been down there, I'd encourage you to go check it out. It's not a scary, dark place. It's a place that you can actually just walk through. Come say hi, high five us, hang out, get to know a student. Super important. And then 5th and 6th grade student service, that's actually in the gym. And Joey, you've been helping me plan some of these things that happen in this space. Next week, there's
a great space now.
It's next week. It's going to be there. Ooh, I don't want to spoil anything. If you know a 5th and 6th grader, next week's the week for them. And that happens at 10:30 every Sunday.
That's a great recommendation. That's a great suggestion. Next week, take a little bit of time walking in those spaces. Go get to know these places, the gym and the basement, so you can actually see the environment your kids are in or the environment that the church has prepared for the kids to grow in the kingdom. So that's a great point.
And I'll make sure to send out a text to make sure the boys put on their deodorant. So we'll bless you in that way to make sure. But in any case, so that's the second way. And the third way is groups. We love groups. And if you're not a part of a group here at Christ Church, I'd encourage you to do it. But students, we also have groups for them. And so 7th through 12th grade meets in this thing called kingdom workers. And this term kingdom workers is all about living out your life for Christ every day. And that's what it comes down to, being a kingdom worker. And so we want to teach that concept. We want to challenge students in that concept. So every Sunday night for the next 2 months, starting this Sunday, we're going to be meeting 6 to 7:30 down in the basement. Again, free food and students. That's a combo. I mean, that's a perfect combo. So we're going to be having some pizza, going to be delivering dinner. Really, these groups are led by some amazing leaders that want to bless you and partner with you as well. And I think that that's super important to know. You can sign up today. Go to ourchristchurch.com. That's a great place to sign up. A bunch of our events. Also, if you've got a really high-powered camera, you can scan that QR code. There we go.
So a great part of this has to do with communication. And Cody does a phenomenal job communicating, so tell us about that.
Yeah, a little bit about communication. We send a monthly email of a little thing of the content that we're learning, the events that are coming up, ways that you can get involved of what's happening. Just this past week, we sent out or 2 weeks ago, we sent an email about our parent event we did this past weekend. That was amazing. And so email is one of the best ways to stay connected with us. But the second thing is social media. I mean, students are there. We need to be there as well. So you can connect with us on our YouTube page where we post our content. You can also get connected to us on our Facebook. And I know, not many of you guys are on Instagram, but we're on Instagram. If you're on Instagram, shout out to y'all, but we have Instagram as well. And then also, if you miss a service, even the people who are tuning in now, even online, you have student-specific content that you have access to. That's super important for your 5th through 12th grader to get connected with us.
What else?
Oh, perfect. You prompted me great on that one. I love connecting with people. I love meeting and having conversations with families and students and just getting to know people here at this church. And so I love to connect a time that we get to meet. You can email me at cody.scroggins@ourchristchurch.com. And I'd love just to get a time for us to grab coffee, eat lunch, maybe one of those things, and just sit down and talk about life. I like fantasy football and disc golf. We could talk about those things. We could talk about your life too.
Well,
send an email there.
Based on that picture, Cody has been working with us since he was 12. And we're very proud of it. You're very good. Cody, give Cody a hand. Thank you so much for coming. Church, I'm going to ask Dale to come back. As you saw, there's a lot of things happening. And it always starts next Sunday, September 12th. For the first time, I believe, for the first time in this church, we have something that has been intentionally prepared for the kid from birth to 12th grade. There's a transition. They're not going to be learning the same lesson year after year. Every lesson is prepared and designed for the kids' growth, depending on the phase where they're in life. Now, we got to be part of that as a church. We got to embrace that. And I love the opportunity that we all have here or online to just embrace the challenge to raise our kids to grow up like Christ, to be in God's kingdom. So there's plenty of opportunities for you to be involved. Listen very carefully because this is important. This is not something we got off the shelf 2 months ago, 2 weeks ago. In March, I sat down with the entire staff and I challenged them. on like what the future looks like, what the next steps looks like, how can we bring this together? And they've been working since March on finding the resources and designing the program and praying about it and seeking God for the right direction and where to go. And that's what this is so important, because there's a lot of work that was put into so we can all together as a church community to really invest in the lives of our kids. So I want to just challenge you to be part of it.